afternoon and welcome to session number 5 in the final session of the Macomb Lady Bomber Classic. I'm John Reynolds. We'll be bringing you today's coverage this afternoon of the Illini West Chargers and the Havana Ducks. Both of these squads played earlier this morning. Illini West played Illini Bluffs and was victorious, and then Havana was able to pick up a big win earlier this morning as well. So they are both ready to go here in just a couple of minutes. We'll have game number 13 of 15 here from the hangar here in Macomb High. We'll be right back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. We will now meet the starting lineups for these respective squads. Like I said, they've already had one game in today, and they'll play their final game here this afternoon. We're in the championship set so far.
Starting lineups. At a guard for Havana, wearing number 1, Jenna Brooks.
Jenna Brooks will start for
At guard for the Chargers, a 5'3" senior.
the Ducks.
Ella Shutwell.
Ella Shutwell, the senior for Illini West.
A 5'5" senior. 5, Josie Hughes.
Josie Hughes, the senior from Havana as well.
Illini West, a 5'5" junior. 4, Laney Houseright.
5'5" junior Laney Houseright, wearing number 4.
5'5" senior. 10, Olivia Kramer.
Olivia Kramer.
For the Chargers, a 5'10" junior. 5, Kennedy Gunning.
Kennedy Gunning as well.
For the Ducks, a 5'10" junior. 20, Katie Miller.
Katie Miller, who had a 20-point game earlier on this morning.
Senior. 10, Reagan Reed.
Reagan Reed, who also had a 20-point game earlier.
15 senior. 30, Hannah Hudson.
Hannah Hudson.
In the middle for the Chargers, a 5'10" senior. 24, Madison Weezenberry.
So those are your starting fives for the Ducks and the Chargers. The Chargers wore their navy blues earlier. They will be wearing their white uniforms for this afternoon's game. They were in the white uniforms with the navy alterations along the side there with the navy numerals, red outlines on them. And for Havana, you'll see them in the alternate black uniforms with the off maroon with some white lettering around the outside of maroon numerals. Illini West wins the tip, and we're ready to go. First quarter here between the Chargers and the Ducks. Carthage against Havana. And, of course, the other surrounding schools that Carthage has. Reagan Reed's going to go right to where she left off, and that's right to the basket. Reagan Reed adds 2 to start her night, and the scoring begins. It's 2-0, Chargers on top. Josie Hughes gets the ball tipped away. It's going to stay down here with the Havana Ducks. Get it out to Katie Miller, down low. Hughes working in the paint, is unable to successfully put the shot up, but is there to get her own rebound. It'll be a jump ball tie-up, and it'll stay with Havana. We thank you for joining us this afternoon. This is game 13 of 15 here, Lady Bomber Classic. Hughes wants 3 and cashes nothing but net for Josie Hughes, and it is 3-2. The Ducks respond with 3 of their own. Shutwell with it. She goes bounce past the house right on the outside. Now they swing it up to the top for Reagan Reed. She wants a 3 to match, and it's just off a little bit to the right. Katie Miller will come away with it. Bounce pass, beautiful look to Hannah Hodgson, but could not cash. And Coach Brady definitely wishing they had that connection down low right there. Was unable to do so. Ball tipped, and here comes House right down the court. Full head of steam, bounce pass to Shutwell, who lays it up and lays it in.
Ella Shutwell.
Chargers lead 4-3. As they swing it around the outside, it's Hodgson now, gets it to Brooks, swing it out, Hughes wants 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Second shot up, no good, and rebound to Kennedy Gunning and the Illini West Chargers who come down the court with it. House right out to Quisenberry, now around to Reed, down to Shutwell on the outside. They swing it around, Gunning, over to Reed. Just under 6 minutes to go here, first quarter from Macomb High School. And Reagan Reed beats Josie Hughes. And Coach Brady not impressed. It's going to be a full timeout. Reagan Reed gets around to the outside. And that was good cut there by Reagan Reed, who was able to get to the baseline, lay it up and in. Chargers have an early 6-3 lead. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and yet again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 of which are in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Today's games are also brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. A couple of our great sponsors there. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay down here with the Havana Ducks. So Coach Brady burning the timeout early. We did not see her take a lot of timeouts early on in the first game when they played earlier. So already burning one here. 3 ball coming for Kramer. It's no good. And jumping up to get it's Kennedy Gunning to come away with a rebound. Housewright working with Miller. Housewright now going to the baseline. He's going to have to swing it back up top to Reagan Reed, who's got it. She wears the number 10 on her back. Going towards the rim is denied there by Miller. Bounce pass on the outside. Housewright swings it to Shutwell. Now Gunning. Back to Reed. Under 5 to go here first quarter. Reed bounce pass to the outside for Housewright. Gunning takes the 18-foot jumper. It's up no good. Rebound on the floor. It's Duck basketball. Ball tipped around. Havana turnover. It's back to Illini West. Here comes Housewright now to Gunning. Working in the paint. Gets the block. Shot up is no good. Hughes bounce pass to a running Kramer. We got a foul. This is going to be on the Chargers of Illini West, number 24. Madison Quisenberry will pick up that foul. That is her first foul of the contest. That is the first foul of the game. It comes with 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And the first shot is up and good by Olivia Kramer. Kramer, the junior, she wears number 10, so we have a couple of number 10s out here on the court this afternoon, and there's another make for Kramer, and it's 6-5 in favor of the Chargers, so Ducks. And hey, there's Kramer. We were just talking about her with the free throws. She comes away with a steal and lay it up, and almost had 2 and a 3-point play, but instead, number 34, Maggie French, will go to the free throw line. Another foul charged to Illini West. This is number 2. Natalie Wabell, the sophomore, is going to pick up that foul. So 2 early fouls here for the Chargers. Illini Bluffs has just walked into the gym. They will be in, I believe, the next game, which will be shortly after this. Taking a look at the quick game schedule here, 5 o'clock. Yep, Canton, the Little Giants, who are across the gym over there, kind of in that left corner on your screen right now, you know, straight ahead. They're over here. They've arrived, and they're ready for the game after this. And Illini Bluffs, their competition has arrived as well. 6-6 on the game time free throw, and a turnover the other way. Here's Olivia Kramer again for 3. It's no good. And a rebound to Anna Jacob, who is freshly checked in to the ball game for the Chargers. Reagan Reed working out along the outside. She's working with Miller. Those two have been big parts of the offense, of their respective schools' offense since the turnover. And it'll be Duck basketball. Miller had a very sharp game earlier on, scoring 20-plus, as well as Reagan Reed 20-plus in her game against Illini Bluffs that brought them a victory. Hard to believe that only these schools combined with only 2 wins, 1 win apiece in this tournament. This shows the competition very tough. Macomb sitting at the top with 4, and there's a 3 from Katie Miller, just as I was saying. You know, it's very sharp from beyond the arc. The Ducks have taken a 9-6 lead over the Chargers. Housewright loses her dribbles. Is going to have to get rid of it. Gets it to Reed. Puts up the shot. Count it and a foul.
Scored a foul. Reagan Reed to go to the line for 1.
It's a foul against the Ducks. This is going to be their first foul.
34, Maggie French.
Maggie French will pick up the foul.
Team first.
And Reagan Reed at the chance at the free throw line to tie this game. Yep, there we go. Had a little confusion. I was going to say, didn't think she would be shooting any more free throws. She makes that one. And we're tied at 9, 2:30 to go. Lay it up, lay it in. Olivia Kramer adds 2, and the Ducks take the lead right back. It's 11-9 in favor of Havana. If you're in the live chat, please tell us where you're listening from. Always like to be connected with our live chat listeners. LaBelle wants 3. The shot is up, no good. Anna Jacob says, I got your back, and lays it up, but can't get it to fall. She gets the offensive rebound, and now here come the Ducks with a full head of steam down the court. Swinging across, Katie Miller wants 3. It's just off a little, no good, and it'll be Reagan Reed to come away with it. Anna Jacob was trying to drive towards the basket, and Katie Miller did not get her feet set. That's going to be a foul on Miller.
20, Katie Miller picks up
Her first foul.
Team second.
Anna Jacob will make that shot for the Chargers, and we've got a couple of substitutions. Hannah Hodgson will come in, as well as Kennedy Gunning. Looks like we have another substitution as well, so number 2 of the Ducks, Ava Kramer, the freshman, will come in to get some minutes in, give some of the starters a rest. Jacob's second shot no good, and Katie Miller comes away with the board. She's looking down court, and that's beyond the reach of number 24, Madeline Howarder. Unable to corral that pass, 10-11 Ducks. Watching from Florida, Deb Bohm. That's great, all the way down from Florida. I'm sure it's probably a lot nicer weather down in Florida. It's a crisp 49 degrees here in Macomb. It's a cold one here this afternoon, but even a little cold in this gym. So definitely wish we had some Florida weather right now. And Liz Hits, Zoe and Emma Hits are watching from La Harpe, so all the way over in La Harpe. Yep. So they know what this cold weather's like. It's a good 40 degrees over there too, probably as well. So final minute here in this first quarter of action, 11-10 in favor of the Ducks. Always thank our listeners for watching, coming in to watch some basketball on your Saturday afternoon. Reagan Reed swinging around outside, gunning now to Shutwell. Looks up at the clock, got 50 seconds left. Almost could have been an illegal screen there down low. It was a good block there from Kramer, the freshman. Reed gunning, good duck defense. Have not gotten anything going down low. Ducks are maintaining strong. Let's see if the Chargers can come away with some points here. 26 seconds now, first quarter. Shutwell going up to the rim, can't get it to fall. And Katie Miller comes away with it. And now she'll set it up here as Michelle Brady yells to set it up here for the final 10 seconds of this first quarter. They want the last shot, would be my guess. Close game here, 4 seconds. Hughes puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded Jacob. And Reed, don't know if she thought about heaving up the full court shot, but she did not. And it is 11-10. The Ducks have the lead after the first. We'll be right back after a few advertisements from a few of our sponsors. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back for the second quarter action. Getting going just a little late here. And no points have been scored. 11-10 here in this second quarter as we get going. Katie Miller is going to inbound the ball. Fouls reset after every quarter, so got to remember that. So your fouls will be cleared on the screen. 11-10, the Ducks lead in favor of the Chargers. Very back and forth, good offense so far. There's Katie Miller. She adds 2 more to her night, and the Ducks extend their lead. They're up by 3. Looks like Josie Hughes has stepped out of the ball game for an injury, so we'll provide you with updates as we see fit as we go along. So she's got something on her ankle there, so we'll hope for the best for her. Meanwhile, the Chargers on offense, moving the ball around the outside. Reagan Reed with it at the top. Chargers all wearing the same color shoes, which can definitely envy. Love the orange shoes with the white stripes going around. We got a tie up there, but no foul. Kind of surprised, but Housewright goes up, can't get it to fall. Katie Miller goes all the way down the court. And nice pass there. Jenna Brooks, the freshman, will lay it in. And I believe we're going to have a timeout charge to the Chargers. We're going to keep it right here, though, as it's just a 30-second timeout. And got a nice view here of the court. 30-second timeout. Today's games are brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your next upcoming event? Look no further, because Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. Always a good thing. If you're going to have parties and need that ice, or keep the food cold or whatever it may be. It's pretty cold out here right now, so I don't know how much ice you might need right now, but still, give Blaine Wrench a call, get you some ice. Reagan Reed inbounds. Now the Chargers try and set up their offensive zone out of the timeout. There's Wabell for two, no good. Rebound out to the Ducks, and the shot is going to go underneath the hoop that hit the orange stuff there underneath the orange padding, I guess you could say, underneath the respective hoop. Stays in bounds, but it's a double dribble violation shortly after. Turnover, it'll be Duck basketball. Miller out. This is a deep three coming for Havana. Shot is up, no good. That was by French, the freshman. Ball on the ground, and it's tipped out. And here come the Illini West Chargers. Wabell will slow things down. And here comes Reagan Reed with the three. 15-13. Chargers back within two. Moving it around the outside. Katie Miller on the right wing. Now out to Brooks. Brooks, the freshman. A lot of young freshmen here for this Havana team. Shot is up, no good. Rebound again. This one's fought for, and it's Illini West to come away with it. Wabell going straight up for the shot. No, he's going to bounce it back out to Housewright. Puts it up, no good. Rebound on the floor, fought for. Probably going to be a jump ball tie-up, and it will be. Be Havana basketball. Couple of substitutions come in. It's like number one for Illini West, Olivia Frazier, the sophomore, will come into the ball game. And Jacob is back in as well. Looks like ball out of bounds, and it'll be Charger basketball. Duck bench yelling D up. They want defense, and they got it, but aren't going to sneak away without a foul there. That was number 24, Madeline Howder, the freshman, who will pick up that foul. It is her first foul of the contest. The first foul of this second quarter. Housewright, bounce pass out to Reed, who goes around to Frazier. Shot up, no good. Howarder comes away with a rebound. Is going to dribble her way out of that. And here come the Ducks on the offense. 15-13. It is a Duck lead over the Chargers. And Reagan Reed might have just tied this game back up. And yes, she did. Reagan Reed with the steal and score, and it's 15-all. Chargers and Ducks. Miller swings it out. Now that ball just lost there by Howarder. He tried to get it across court, but lost her ball in the process of doing that. 15-all. 4 timeouts remain for either squad. Bounce pass Wabell now goes out to Frazier. Housewright, deep three. It's just off, no good, but Anna Jacob has got the offensive board. And how about another one? There you go. That's Natalie Wabell, the sophomore, who wants an offensive rebound, and she gets it. And there goes Reed to the free throw line. We got 2 shots coming up for Reagan Reed. And Coach Brady not happy there. That's 3 offensive rebounds in one possession. Definitely a point of emphasis that she will have here in this into the locker room coming out for the second half. First shot good for the Chargers, who take the lead 16-15 on the free throw attempt from Reagan Reed. Reed's second shot is good. Chargers by 2, 2:45 to go, first half. Game 13 of 15 here from MHS. This tournament's been going all week and concludes here today. The championship will be at 6:30. Macomb, the home squad, will play Alleman, the Pioneers. 4 wins against 3 wins, should be a good one here at 6:30. Reagan Reed for 3, it's off no good. Rebound fought for on the floor, jump ball tie-up. And it'll stay with the Illini West Chargers. We've not seen Josie Hughes check back into the ball game yet. So still keeping an eye on her injury as well. Don't know the severity of it. If we find out any information, we will sure let you know. She's a vital piece of this Duck offense. As Anna Jacob with it. Now going down low. Nice look to Kennedy Gunning, who lays it up, lays it in. Chargers by 4.
Kennedy Gunning.
Outside on the quick touch pass. Now they go down low. Here comes Kramer. She's got, or excuse me, yes, that's Kramer. Ava Kramer, the freshman, adds 2, and it's the Ducks who have struck back. They're down by 2, 19-17. Final 90 seconds of this first half. Gunning, bounce pass outside to Reed, who now goes to Shutwell. And it'll be Havana basketball in the turnover. Housewright will check back in. This is going to be for Gunning, so Gunning will head to the bench. Ava Kramer will inbound to Katie Miller. Ducks with it on the outside. Miller bounce pass, corner 3, coming up for Ava Kramer. It's off no good. Rebound to Anna Jacob. And here comes Reagan Reed and the Charger offense as they slow things down. 45 seconds to go, first half. Shutwell, bounce pass down to Housewright, ball on the floor. And Katie Miller not wanting to jump ball tie-up as she ended up coming away with that one. And hey, there's Josie Hughes. She checks back into the ball game. Give Katie Miller a break. So Hughes, looks like it was something on that right foot, but looks like she is back to normal and in the ball game here for Havana, so good signs there. 19-17, 30 seconds left, first half. 3 ball coming from the Ducks is up, no good. And here come the Chargers. Under 20 seconds left. First half, close game, 2-point possession score. Reed gets it to Jacob, 7 seconds. Shot up, no good. Hughes comes away with it, and a foul is going to be called on the Chargers with 4 seconds left. They've got fouls to give, so not really the worst thing you can do there if you're Illini West. They will have 4.3 seconds to get the ball inbounded and get a shot up, so we'll see what they come up with here. Hughes, 3 seconds, 2. Half-court shot, does it have it? No, it does not. The trajectory looked right, just not enough on it. Hughes misses the shot, and it is 19-17. The Chargers lead it at the end of the first half. We will take a quick break here in between the first and second half. We'll be back for third quarter action. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And welcome back here. It's halftime, and with Phyllis, I about said McLouth.
It is.
It is McLouth. It
Yep.
still is McLouth,
Yes.
isn't it? So I've known you for a long time.
A long time.
And we were just discussing before we came on air that it's been a year or two since you came to MDH. You've been here a while. What's your job title here at MDH?
I'm Director of Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation.
And that entails a lot, especially considering we're here talking about sports. So that's a big part of what you do. What does that entail here at MDH?
The department as a whole, we start off with the sports. We have athletic training services. We go to many of the area schools. But also we have physical therapy for those that are maybe have had surgery or some more serious injuries, and we're going to try to get people back on the court or the field.
Yeah, court, field, or just work, right? I mean,
That's right.
It's sports medicine and rehabilitation. The rehabilitation goes a lot farther than the sports stuff, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah. Beyond that, I mean, every person needs to return to something, as you're kind of referring to. And so we see people of all ages. We see newborns. We see people up to, we've seen, I think, 105 years old. So everybody has something that's very important to them that they want to return to, and we respect that. We complete evaluations in whatever realm it may be in the different therapies, and try to address their deficits and get them back into action, whatever that may be.
Yeah. Sometimes action's on the court, and sometimes action is working at the factory or working for yourself, right?
Right.
Or just getting up out of a chair.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of everything. What drew you? Because we talked about you've been here at MDH for a long time. So
Right.
what drew you to MDH? Obviously, you're a Bushnell girl.
Correct.
So you're from the area. What drew you to MDH?
I wanted to serve the community. I think it's important that the smaller rural areas get good care too. And I'm just kind of attached to the area.
So, as successful as you've been, you've moved up the food chain, so to speak, at MDH. Some people would look at it as, well, I've done what I can do here. I could go somewhere else and help. Why stay here? I know you wanted to give it back to the rural area, but what is it about this particular area that made you want to stay?
I think there's always more that can be done, and I think it's important to kind of utilize what our resources are and try to make the most of them. Just again in our area, we have a lot to offer here at the hospital, and there are people that are wanting to make the best of themselves here, and I think we have a role in that.
Now, you've been doing this for a number of years. I think you said 35 at MDH.
Mm-hmm.
Sports medicine and rehabilitation has changed, I would suspect, substantially in those 35 years. You have locations in Macomb, Bushnell, even in Monmouth now.
Right.
That's not something that was there back when you started.
No.
What is it about sports medicine and rehabilitation that's changed so much and become so important now?
It is kind of odd. We were very small to begin with. We started just in the basement of the hospital. It included cardiac rehab, PT, a little bit of pediatrics, and we all tried to do it in one small gym. And since that time, we've gone to our whole third floor addition. I think it was in '98. We have the Lafayette location. Bushnell was in 14. We also have a location in Grand Prairie. And then Monmouth we did 2 years ago. And I think therapy in general gets people back into action again. And I just think it's something that we have a chance to be a part of and help people, do better in whatever they may do.
What do you see as the director? What do you see as the ultimate goal for sports medicine and rehabilitation? I mean, obviously you guys keep growing, so you aren't there yet. But as a person who's just obviously loved sports medicine and rehabilitation since the time you started, where do you see it going, or what will it continue to grow? Do you continue to add new things?
We are always looking to, see what's out there. Just with advancements in research and trying to see what means of treatment may help others, we try to stay on top of that and try to then offer it to the community. And again, just because we're rural doesn't mean we can't stay on top of that and offer the best we can.
So you think you could be here another 35 years?
That might be pushing it. But also, what makes us strong is our team. And we have lots of very talented therapists on our team. So that really is the key to what we do.
Now, before we get out of here, I think that one of the coolest things about what you guys do is, and you mentioned it earlier, is you have trainers that go to the schools.
Right.
And I know Bushnell's part of that, West Prairie's part of that, Macomb's obviously part of that, and I'm sure there's other schools too. But the trainers that come to West Prairie and Bushnell especially and Macomb become almost part of the family.
True.
With the students and the athletes. How exciting is that for you as the director to be able to say that I've been able to help bring people in and they become parts of the families at these different schools around the area?
I just really appreciate it because a lot of times, the coaches don't need to worry as much about what's happening to their players. They know that they can pay attention to the game, but also know that they've got someone to take care of their players and offer them the best evaluation so they can maybe get back on the field, or, let's not do that and then make a better decision. Because many times there can be like a life-altering injury that may occur, and if it's not addressed appropriately, it doesn't turn out so well.
Well, Phyllis, I appreciate you stopping in and talking to us, and you can stop by anytime you want to at a halftime, and we'll just throw you on.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Welcome back to Macomb High School for the third quarter of the Havana Ducks and Illini West Chargers basketball game. Game number 13 of 15 here of the Lady Bomber Classic. Always happens here around Thanksgiving time. Hope your folks are enjoying the holidays here this week. And thank you for spending this Saturday afternoon here watching some women's basketball here in Macomb. We've got a good one here right now, Chargers and Ducks. Close, 19-17 right now. Canton will play after this. They're going to battle it up with Illini Bluffs, who played earlier, and then the championship game will be Macomb and Alleman. That game will be at 6:30. We'll have them all right here on TSSR. Game Time Live. Third quarter, here we go. Quisenberry with it. Reagan Reed was the leading scorer for the Chargers at the half. She's got 14, and then kind of scattered scoring all around for the Ducks. Brooks has a pair, Hughes with 5, Kramer has 4, and Miller with 5 as well. So just a lot of scoring all over the place. A backcourt violation on Quisenberry. And it'll be a turnover forced by Hannah Hodgson, who was able to get that. And it'll be Duck basketball. They'll be on this end of the court here now. Switch the ends you score on in the respective halves, just like you do in football as well. Had some scoring updates around the IHSA. Sounds like Farmington is only down by just about a touchdown here in their game against, I believe, Chicago Christian. That is the IHSA semi-state final for football. That's going on this afternoon, so if you get a chance, go tune into that. I don't know exactly where you would find it, but you can search for it. Reagan Reed with it, gets it down to Gunning. Miller straight up. No foul there, no shot will fall there. It's Reagan Reed, picks up her dribble, kicks it around the outside, now to Shutwell. Bounce pass to Housewright. Excuse me, that was Shutwell. Yep, Ella Shutwell. She's the senior. 5 starters are all out there for each respective squad. Housewright shot up, it's good. Chargers extend their lead by 4. It's 19-17, or 21-17, just was 19-17. Scoreboard takes just a few seconds to get updated. There we go. 4 timeouts apiece left. Hughes out to Hodgson. Now they work it around the perimeter for Katie Miller for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Reagan Reed with a full head of steam down the court. Working with Hughes and Miller. Cannot get the shot to fall. And Katie Miller comes away with a rebound. Hodgson to Hughes. 3 ball up, no good. Rebound. Jenna Brooks cannot save it. And it'll be Charger basketball. Number 55 for Havana will check in. That is Alexis Richardson. She's the senior. As well as Olivia Johnson will check in for Illini West, number 33. She's also a senior as well. Reed with it. Out in the corner now, Housewright. Johnson for 2, it's up, no good. Rebound fought for on the floor. Jump ball tie up, and it will be Havana basketball. Katie Miller with it. She'll bring things up. 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Game 13 of 15. Nice steal there by Reagan Reed. Back to the Chargers. Close game. This one I have a feeling will come down to the wire. Reed out to Gunning. Long 2 is good. Hughes. Traveling violation. Took an extra step there. Ball tipped out of bounds. Be Charger basketball. Miller tried to sell that, maybe to get it to become Duck basketball. Instead it's Charger basketball. Shutwell will inbound. Back to Housewright. She's got Johnson. Shot up, no good. Ball is fought for, and a rebound to Havana. They come away with it. This is going to be a foul called on number 33, Olivia Johnson. That'll be her first foul, then the team's first foul. A couple of substitutions here. Maggie French will come in for Katie Miller.
Foul charge to number 33, Olivia Johnson. That's her first. Team first.
And checking in for the Chargers, we've got number 11, Ava Shutwell, the freshman. So 3 ball up, no good from Havana, but an offensive rebound, second chance point. Now going to kick it to the outside was Richardson, but couldn't do that as the ball was tipped and stolen away by the Ducks, or by the Chargers, excuse me. Double dribble, and it's a turnover.
Duck basketball.
See Illini Bluffs begin to merge out of the locker room. Later in our next game. Ball fought for, it's Olivia Johnson who comes away with a rebound. Shutwell swings it around the outside for Reed. Goes to the corner. This is Shutwell for 3. It just rattles in and out, and Reed kind of slow to get up there from that rebound, so I don't know. It seems like she's walking it off. Seems like she's all good. And Olivia Johnson will pick up another foul. 2 fouls on Olivia Johnson, 2 fouls on the Chargers here early on in this third, or late in this third quarter. Richardson working with Johnson. Now to Hughes, gets the screen. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Anna Jacob. Who's got it? Here come the Chargers. So they set up the offense. You can see the 2 squads that'll be playing right after this here. There's in the corner of your screen, about straight away. If you're looking at a baseball field, center field, be right where they're at. Is the Illini Bluffs Chargers, Illini Bluffs Tigers will play the Canton Little Giants at 5 o'clock.
24, Madeline Howarder picks up the foul.
Madeline Howarder will pick up that foul for the Ducks. It's the first foul for Havana here in this third quarter. First shot is good for Reagan Reed. Checking out for Havana is number 10, Olivia Kramer, the junior. She was one of the starters. And the second shot is good for Reed, who makes them both. It's 25-17. She's got 16 points. Almost has single-handedly outscored Havana's offense with just a difference of 1 between the two. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Richardson. He comes away with it. And foul's going to be called on number 10. That is
Charger, personal foul charged to number 10,
Reagan Reed. That is her first foul. And she hit the deck there. Ball on the floor. Another foul. See, that's going to be on Ella Shutwell. Yep. So she picks up another foul. Now we're starting to see the fouls add up. 4 for Illini West. Olivia Johnson will check out. Number 24, Madison Quisenberry, is back into the ball game. Alexis Richardson will take a seat as Katie Miller will check in for her. I think this is the matchup you want to explore out here on the outside. You've got Reagan Reed and Katie Miller.
Charger basketball.
So Charger basketball, the Ducks with a little bit of a press here. Down by 8 with 2:30 to go, well, 2:20 to go now in this third quarter. Reed works outside, Shutwell for 3, no good. Anna Jacob away with a rebound. Chargers reset, Jacob working down low with Howder. Now to Shutwell. Minute 55 to go, third quarter. Quisenberry dribbles out, and we got a foul charge to the Ducks. We'll see if this is on Josie Hughes. No, it's actually going to be on the other Duck that was right there. That's going to be on Ava Kramer. The freshman picks up her first foul. Reed with it up at the top of the key. Well, she works towards the left wing and orchestrates this offense. Bounce pass corner. There's Shutwell again. Now to Reed. Working with Kramer. That's a freshman and a senior going at it right there. So definitely a big test there for Kramer. Ball's tipped around. Miller now with it. Puts up the shot. No foul. Rebound to Reagan Reed. Corner pass, 3 ball or 2, late, long 2, up no good. Rebound to the Ducks. Here they come, Josie Hughes towards the rim, gets it to fall. Ducks back within striking distance, only down by 6, and a quick foul charged to Josie Hughes.
Havana personal foul, find Josie Hughes, her first, team third.
Josie's first foul. Reed will inbound it. And gets the inbound right back. 40 seconds. All the way down the court for Wabell. Now house right. 3 ball up. No good. Tipped around. And ball out of bounds. It'll be Duck basketball.
Havana basketball.
We've got a foul
24 minutes of Howder picks up the foul.
charge to Madison, or excuse me, Madeline Howder. Coach Brady not very happy with that call. Nonetheless, it's a foul. We play on. 14 seconds left here in this. Well, now under about 7 seconds. 6. Reed's got to do something with it. She puts up the shot. Off the rim, no good. Hughes, with no seconds left, will not put up a shot. And at the end of 3, the Chargers lead the Ducks 25-19. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Welcome back to MHS, fourth quarter action. The final 8 minutes of this one, 25-19. 4 timeouts remain apiece for the Chargers and the Ducks. This has been a back and forth game. The Chargers have kind of stalled on this 5, 6, 7 point lead for a few minutes now, and the Ducks had an early lead into the half, but it's been maintained a lot by the Chargers now. Should have a close finish. Reagan Reed with the ball as she will begin the Illini West offensive zone. Here to start quarter number 4 of game 13. 13 of 15, a long week here at MHS. Nice shot, gunning up, no good. Quisenberry puts it up, gets the roll of the rim.
Madison Quisenberry.
27-19, Chargers lead it by 8. Hughes, shot up, no good. Rebound to Reagan Reed. And the Chargers full head of steam down the court. Gunning, bounce pass outside, Reed for 3. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound to Kramer. Here come the Ducks. Nice pass there. Down low, just could not get it to fall. And that was another good look there to Jenna Brooks, but just could not get that one to fall either. Charger basketball. Housewright kicks it out to Wabell, the sophomore. Ball tipped. And yeah, that ball was tipped by Jenna Brooks, but good defense by the freshman, able to just get something on that. It's tipped away though. Illini West ball, Reed inbounds. Alleman has arrived, so Rock Island Alleman, that'll be your championship game at 6:30. So only school now that we're waiting for is the home squad, and that's Macomb.
30-second timeout, Illini West. That is their final 30-second timeout of the contest.
30-second timeout taken by Illini West. We'll keep it right here. They have 3 full timeouts remaining, as Justice Keene just said over the loudspeaker. So Ducks trying to get something going here offensively, which is just kind of stalled.
We can report that Farmington's season has come to an end. They lost to Chicago 34-20.
So Chicago,
Finishing the year 12-1 in the state semifinals.
Chicago has beat Farmington, as Justice has updated us on the IHSA state semifinal football. It's always great to know what's going on around the league. So 12-1 season for Farmington. They fall to Chicago Christian, I believe, was the school they were playing this afternoon. A remarkable season for them. Reed inbounds, gets it to Housewright. Puts up the shot. It's no good. And a rebound to the Ducks. This is number 24. Madeline Howarder. Number 32 was recently checked in. That's Ashlyn Nemelman. They got a foul on the shot. Madeline Howarder will go to the line and shoot a pair. First Charger foul. That's the first foul of the Chargers in this fourth quarter. Comes with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. Rebound there, 27-19. Chargers lead. Quisenberry to Reed, and no foul, turnover, and not tipped. It'll be Duck basketball. Miller gets it to Hughes. 27-19. Long two, no good. Rebound there to it was to Miller, and then Hughes put up the shot and was fouled. So we'll see who this foul is on. It's going to be on the Chargers. It's going to be on number 1.
Olivia Frazier, 1, picks up the Charger foul, her first, team second.
Olivia Frazier's going to pick up that foul. Third foul here for the Chargers, or excuse me, second foul for the Chargers. Scoreboard is correct there. 27-19. These are crucial free throws here if you're Josie Hughes. Want to be able to knock these home. And there it is. Knocks home the second, 27-20. 7-point game here. Fourth quarter, 5:40 left in this one. We'll have all tournament medallions to be handed out after this, so been told that a recipient on either squad will be getting one, so those will be given to the respective players after this game. We'll have that right here as well on TSSR before we send it to game number 14. And then, of course, game 15 will be at 6:30. That's the big championship game. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Havana. Hughes on the inbound, gets it back court there to Kramer. Hughes, long two up, no good, and there's Howarder to put up the shot. It falls. 27-22, Charger lead only down to 5 now. Score it and a foul, so Reagan Reed will head to the free throw line.
Havana foul, 5, Josie Hughes, her second, team first.
Fouls on the Ducks. And Reed at the free throw line. And she completes the three-point play. Chargers take the lead back. They're up by 8. Hughes out to Kramer. Now they go to Howarder, to the other Kramer of Havana. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay here, though, as it's off Anna Jacobs' leg.
Timeout, Havana.
And Havana's going to take a full timeout as they will discuss the inbound here. We'll keep it right here, though, 30-22. (30-22). Today's games are brought to you by Pawn Plus. Pawn Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repairs and are open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games, located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell.
We can also report Camp Point Central season has come to an end in the state semifinals, 58-19 against Belleville-Althoff.
So Belleville beats Camp Point Central, the other surrounding school that's playing in the IHSA state football tournament. So they lose, I believe, said 58-19. So their season is over. Hughes puts up the shot, no good, and Laney Housewright comes away with a rebound.
Charger basketball.
Charger basketball, 30-22. 3 timeouts apiece remain for the Chargers and the Ducks apiece. So I believe the Chargers have all 3 of their full timeouts. They have still not called a full timeout yet. 8-point game. Reed gets it to Gunning. Now swinging into the corner there. Up for 2, no good, and that was Howarder on the rebound. Hughes to Miller. Across court they go to Kramer. Reed hits the deck. That shot will fall for Ava Kramer, and the Ducks down by 6. We're going to have a jump ball tie-up. Yep.
Jump ball tie-up. Duck basketball.
Here in the backcourt, it'll be Duck basketball. 30-24, Chargers lead this one. We thank you for listening. This afternoon's contest between the Chargers and the Ducks. This is obviously the schools that'll play. And Josie Hughes with 3. These schools play each other throughout the year. So it is a 3-point game here with the final 3:30 to go. And Josie Hughes with a nice pass there to number 10. Olivia Kramer knocks it home for 2. And folks, we've got a 1-point game and a full timeout taken by Illini West.
Prior to the timeout, basket was good by Olivia Kramer.
Coach Grant Sopranet has taken the timeout, and he is not happy with his girls right now, as this lead of 8 has gone to now 1 in the final 3 minutes to go in this one. We'll keep it here, though. We'll have game 14 right after this. You'll just have to stay on the channel, but of course click the different stream if you're interested in watching. It'll be Canton, the Little Giants, and Illini Bluffs will play after this. That should be a good one, as Coach Belleville always has a good squad over there at Illini Bluffs. And Canton always ready to play here when they come to Macomb for this tournament.
West has 2 full timeouts remaining for the contest.
So Sopranet trying to fire up his girls to be able to close this one out. 3:16 left in this one. Reed inbounds. A blocking foul there. That was an interesting little back pass there. Housewright stepped out of bounds to inbound to Reed. That was a very well drawn up play there by Grant Sopranet. That was a very nice drawn up play. That was definitely probably one you see drawn up. Don't see that one very often. And then a quick foul, so 2 fouls apiece. This one could come down to free throw shooting. Lainey Housewright with it, gets it to Reed. Chargers with the basketball. Gunning's got it. She's going to go down low to Housewright, now out to Shutwell. Ball tipped out of bounds by Lainey Housewright, and it'll be Duck basketball. Checking in number 1, Jenna Brooks, the freshman. She'll check in for number 24, Madeline Howarder. Anna Jacob has joined the fight as well for Illini West. Number 11, Ava Shutwell, the freshman, will take a seat. 30-29, 2:45 left in this one. Chargers by 1. Ball tipped in the backcourt, and so that's why it can go over the timeline there. It's because it was tipped. Hughes, now around the outside. Miller, the corner for Kramer. Now to the other Kramer, across court. Now they go to Brooks. Now to Miller. They want the look that they're trying to draw up. Michelle Brady, great head coach there of Havana, drawing up the right play here for the Ducks. Hopefully trying to take that lead right back. Offensive rebound, lay it up, lay it in, the Ducks have the lead. Ava Kramer has put the Ducks on top for the first time in a while. Bounce pass, Anna Jacob lays it up, lays it in, and Brady was yelling at her girls to get back as there was a wide open Anna Jacob who just had snuck through the defense. 32-31. We're right back where we were just a moment ago. Minute 40 to go. 100 seconds, if you count by seconds instead of minutes. Of course, I don't know many people that do, but if you are one of those few people, now we have 90 seconds left in this one. Ball around the outside. Kramer's moving it, and now to Brooks on the right wing. Had a cutting Miller down low, just could not find it. Let's see who's going to be the clutch shot here. And that's going to be a foul on Housewright as Katie Miller hit the deck pretty hard. This will be a Charger foul.
Charger personal foul, Charger
3 fouls for Illini West and 2 for the Ducks. So have not gotten to that bonus range, and with 1 minute and 1 second remaining, it is 32-31. This is going to come down to the wire. Inbound, they get it to Housewright. Now who goes to Shutwell. Back to Housewright, loses it. Turnover to Kramer. Now this is where you just got to settle down. Ball tipped around, stolen by Shutwell. And the ball is back for the Illini West Chargers. And that ball's tipped around, stolen, but Shutwell's got it. Tipped around to Housewright. Now to Reed. So now you got to maybe, I want to think about fouling. There is
20, Katie Miller picks up the Havana foul.
Katie Miller will pick up that foul.
Second, team third.
So the Ducks' third foul of the fourth quarter. It's 3-3 in the foul department. Olivia Kramer will check out. Illini West will take a full timeout, and we'll take one as well. We'll be right back. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, which is brought to you by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Welcome back to MHS. The final, well, we're under about 30 seconds. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite recall what the time was left before we went to the timeout clock, but I can get you that in just a second. How about 35 seconds? So we weren't under 30. I was wrong, but that's all right. 35 seconds left. It is Charger basketball. They have the lead by 1 here, so you got to think strategy on the inbound. Don't want to lose this without giving up a foul, and there's the foul. Katie Miller fouls Reed, so probably just going to think about doing the same thing here. Give it to your best free throw shooter. Five-second violation. Shutwell couldn't get it in bounds, and that is a turnover with 32.7 seconds left. 1 point game. We have a close one. Here we go. Kramer with it. Looking for someone. She gets it to the outside. Brooks now to a cutting Miller. Or actually, that's Hughes down low. It's tipped away and stolen. Jump ball tie-up. Ooh. No, it's going to be a foul on Katie Miller. So Miller is going to pick up the foul, and Illini West will now be shooting free throws. So if you are Illini West, this one is strictly in your court. Make free throws, and you can walk away with a victory. It'll be a timeout taken by Havana. We'll keep it here, though.
Correction, it is a 30-second timeout.
Because it is a 30-second timeout. So 1 timeout remains for the Chargers, 2 for the Ducks.
Has 2 timeouts remaining for the contest, a 30-second and a full. Illini West has a full timeout remaining.
Reagan Reed has 19 points, leading the way for the Chargers. And then just balanced scoring all across. Brooks has 2. Number 5, Josie Hughes has 9. Ava Kramer has 6. Miller with 5. Shot is good for Shutwell, and it is now a 2-point game. This one's going to come down to the wire here. 19 seconds left. And the second shot is no good. So you don't need a 3 here if you're Havana. Just get the best shot you can. Hughes will tie this game, and a timeout taken by Havana. 33 all with 11 seconds left.
It is a full timeout.
Full timeout taken by Michelle Brady and the Ducks.
30-second timeout remaining. Illini West has a
And
full.
you'll see they'll discuss what they're going to play here. It'll be Charger basketball, so if you are Coach Soprena, you probably want to find a good inbound route, get it to your best shot. You got plenty of time to get down the court. Find that open shot, take it, and hope for the best, right? And hopefully not have to go to overtime, because in overtime that would be, it's going to be tough for the Chargers in their perspective to be able to win in an overtime with how well the Ducks have been playing here late in this fourth quarter. And if you're the Ducks, get a quick steal and lay it up, lay it in, and play tight defense like they have been here as of late. Only time will tell, though, as we finish up here. 11.8 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. Gunning, house right. 8 seconds. 7, out of 6. 5, house right, gets it out to Shutwell. Reed, deep 3, it's no good. And at the end of regulation, it is tied at 33. We will play more basketball. It'll be overtime here at MHS, the first overtime game of the afternoon and of the morning.
Do not clear for overtime, as this is an extension of the fourth quarter.
Yep, so the just as Keene just said, the fouls do not clear. So we will go on to overtime.
The overtime period will be 1 period of 4 minutes. Fouls will stay the same. Both teams get a full timeout added to their current timeout. So both teams will have 2 timeouts for the rest of the overtime.
So 5 fouls for the Ducks, 3 if you are the Chargers, a 4-minute overtime. So you'll be shooting free throws respectively for each team. We'll see who comes out on top. First overtime here. I'm not sure of the tournament, but at least for today's games, this is the first overtime and has been really well back and forth between both squads. So this will push our start time of
Is clear. This is overtime.
So no possession arrow as of right now. And here we go. It's just like playing an extra 4 minutes. Havana basketball to start. Swinging it around the outside. Here come the Ducks. That 3 ball is up. No good. Hughes, as she put that shot up, just kind of laughed. That one at the top of the glass there. 33 all. Not a lot of room for error in this one. That shot up, no good, and a couple of missed shots to start. Katie Miller goes down court to Brooks and gets bumped there by Shutwell. No foul, though, as they play on. 3:16 to go. Brooks in the corner. Now just going to dribble it out. Gets it to Howiter. Katie Miller for 3. It's off, no good. And it's going to stay here as Jenna Brooks will come away with that. Shutwell to the bench, as well as Jenna Brooks for Havana. Howiter will inbound, gets it to Hughes. Now back to Howiter. What a pass to Katie Miller. Just kind of threw it in between, right over her head, went through 2 defenders, and Katie Miller adds 2. It's 35-33, Ducks by a pair. Foul is going to be charged to Illini West. Oh, actually, no, that's going to be on
24.
the Ducks. That's 24.
Picks up the foul. That's her fourth. Team fifth.
Be on Howiter. That is her fourth foul. Kennedy gunning at the free throw line. 35-33. First shot is no good. Howarder will check out for Havana. Maggie French back into the ball game for the Ducks. (35-34). 2:35 to go. Kramer bounce pass to French. Now back to the other Kramer. That's Olivia. And ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Charger basketball. And this is still a pretty close game. Not a lot of offense here in this fourth quarter and into the overtime. We've only seen 2 points scored here in the minute 30 we've had so far. Reed loses it right in the hands of Katie Miller. Going baseline and gets the backboard. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Rebound out. Kick it to Reed. Foul call on the Ducks. Josie Hughes on the foul.
Personal foul 5, Josie Hughes, her fourth.
Josie Hughes' fourth foul. It should be 35-33. I'm not quite sure why the scoreboard has 34. Sure that will get corrected here momentarily, but as for now, it's 35-33. Second shot is good. Apparently they not. I don't believe that the actual score is 35 all, but we'll change it for now. 35 all. 2 minutes to go. Ducks move the ball around the perimeter. Three ball is good. Olivia Kramer knocks home the three. Ducks lead by 3, 38-35. Minute 30 to go. House right travels. Turnover.
Timeout, Havana.
Havana will take a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. So Havana still has a full timeout. And according to the score, it is 38-35, so now maybe they might look at it. I don't know. I still don't believe that the score is 35-38. I'm still on the team that says 38-34. I'm pretty sure only one free throw make. But anyway, play on with 91 seconds left in this one. Illini Bluffs, as you can see them off to the straightaway there. They're wearing their orange and white pinstripe warm-up pants with various color shoes. They will be playing Canton after this. Reed with it around the outside, 38-35. Double dribble turnover, and it's Duck basketball. Josie Hughes with it. Ball on the floor, tipped around, stolen by Shutwell, who now gets it to Reed. We're under 60 seconds left in this one. Reed going baseline, is going to put up the shot, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
34, Maggie French picks up the foul, her second.
Maggie French, second foul. 38-35. 2 timeouts remain for the Chargers, so I'll get that fixed there. 1 for Havana. Reed cannot get that one to fall. .53 seconds. And it is a 2-point game on the make from Reed, 38-36. 50 seconds left, no shot clock, so you can just kind of hold the ball here. You don't want to turn it over, though, if you are Havana. Foul on Housewright. The junior picks up the foul. This is Housewright's third foul. Ducks move the ball around the outside. They've got the lead. No shot clock. And we got another foul. This one's going to be charged to number 1 of Illini West. That's Olivia Frazier, the sophomore.
Charger personal foul charged to number 1, Olivia Frazier, her second, team fifth. Havana will shoot free throws.
And now Havana will be shooting free throws. So 5 apiece in the free throw department. Katie Miller at the free throw line. First shot falls. And the Ducks lead by 3. Kennedy Gunning will check in for Anna Jacob. Second shot no good, and Reed comes away with it. Down by 3, you can get a quick score. We'll see what they decide to do, though. Ball tipped around the outside. Don't want to waste a whole bunch of time, though. Housewright to Gunning. Housewright for 3, no good. Rebound of the Ducks, and Katie Miller comes away with it, and she'll be going to the free throw line. So 39-36. Katie Miller, first shot no good. 39-36, Ducks lead by 3. And the second shot is up and good, so it is now still technically a 1-possession game. As you could have the foul on the 3-point shot, and ball out of bounds with 2 seconds left, and the Ducks are going to walk away with a victory. Timeout taken by Havana.
That is their final timeout.
Final timeout taken by them as well, so they are now out of timeouts. 40-36 is your score. Canton and Illini Bluffs will be playing right after this here on TSSR Game Time Live. That game will probably be starting at about 5:15 or so, 5:20. So just a little bit behind schedule, but we'll have it right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Lead scorers at the top of the Ducks leaderboard is number 5, Josie Hughes, with 11 points. close second is Olivia Kramer with 9, as well as Katie Miller has 9. And for Illini West, it's been Reagan Reed leading the way. She's got 21. And some scattered scoring around the other remaining 15 points. Inbound there, and that's your ball game. Havana wins 40-36.
If we could have the teams wait, please do not come on the floor yet. We have some medallions to present.
So now we're going to have a few medallions to be shared here for the all-tournament team. We will keep this right here as we do. Illini West will finish with 1 win. And, yep, so.
Steve Whirl, athletic director from Macomb High School, is at the scorer's table with all tournament medallions.
So Steve Horrell will pronounce
Reed.
some all-tournament medallions. Reagan Reed will receive one, very well deserved. And Josie Hughes will receive one for the all-tournament team there for.
Congratulations to both teams on a successful week, and we appreciate their participation in the 2024 Lady Bomber Classic.
The Havana Ducks, Hughes and Reed,
We have
two
contests left.
very good players
and
as they receive their medallions.
In about 15 minutes.
40-36, that's your final score. The Ducks win in overtime. And that is game number 13 wrapped up. I've been John Reynolds here saying so long from Macomb High School game 13. We'll have game 14 right back after this. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.